welcome back to the Catnip Podcast. My name is Grace and today is Monday, July 19th. This is a podcast about knitting, books, baking, and cats, but most importantly knitting, because that is what I love to do all day, every day. And even though there's not a lot to talk about, we will still come up with things to chat about. I have all the various social medias if you'd like to go follow me over in any of the places. I have Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Oh no, I messed it up. It doesn't matter. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Ravelry. I don't even know if that's the right order that I say it in. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. It's just a list of things. But once I say it out of order, then my mind is like, this feels weird. Oh, we love a good routine. I also have show notes that will be on my blog. So if you are on YouTube, the link to my blog will be down below, or if you're on my blog already, everything will be already there. Hopefully I will be linking things that I will have discussed or chatted about. I may forget things, I may not, we will see, I don't know. But if you have any questions or just want to say hello, feel free to send me a message and ask away or say hello. I also work at a yarn shop. It is called Pearly Girls. It is in Spring, Texas. It is right outside Old Town Spring, so if you are visiting or you're local and want to come say hello, that would be wonderful. I will leave all the various websites, social media, all that kind of stuff in the show notes as well. So that is important. We also have fun things coming up at the shop, so we will discuss that in just a moment. And yes, let's just get into the episode because there's a lot and nothing to talk about at the same time. How is that possible? I don't know, but I feel like it is, so. Anyway. So if you'd like to grab something tasty to drink, something to snack upon, something to craft upon, laundry to fold, animal to snuggle, maybe you're working out, maybe you're on your lunch break, you could be doing anything, just do something that brings you joy, maybe you're resting, I don't know, and you can come back and join me for some crafty chat. I needed to get my drink, I was not prepared. Everyone, most of my week, except for 6 hours on one day and other hours on another day, mainly when I worked, I only worked on this very secret test and sample. I have been working on literally nothing else, and when I was working on other things at work, I only worked on one thing. So, you know, I mean, this is just reality. This is just how life goes. Sometimes you knit a ton, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you're working on things and you can't share it, unfortunately, but it is just so cool, and I'm so excited and very honored to be a part of this, and I cannot wait for you guys to see this when it does come out. I am sorry that I cannot share it to you or show it to you, so because of that, my knitting time is obviously very drastically decreased, except for when I'm at work, and I have the wonderful job of being able to knit at work because I literally work at a yarn shop, which is great. It works out very well. So I have stuffed a bunch of yarn in this bag on top of the only project that I worked on. So we're going to remove this big ball of yarn. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we'll talk about that in just a moment, what I just removed. But in this bag is a test knit. I wondered where that went. my notions pouch. That's rather important. I thought I had put it in some random bag, and it turns out I did, and I just couldn't remember what bag it was. So this is a test knit. This is a V-neck bottom-up sweater for Knitterella, Jill of Knitterella. This is called the Sunday Funday sweater, and I'm losing stitches. I had every intention of having this done for today, and I really, really wanted that to happen, but other deadlines took priority. So that being said, I only have one sleeve left. I have finished my first sleeve. I have completed my neckline. Can we even? I don't know. What am I trying to say, everyone? I don't even know. So I have been knitting for a long time. Quite a long time. Probably since 2005. So long time. And I have grown significantly, as we all do when we learn things. I've gotten better over the years. I definitely have lots more to learn. I am not a perfect knitter. There's a lot of things that I do that I would say, do as I say, not as I do. But for some reason, I'm always very wary for myself of doing these kinds of necklines and also button bands for like cardigans and stuff. I'm always like, I am going to mess this up and it's gonna look terrible because I don't like the few experiences that I had when I was younger in my knitting journey, I don't know, earlier on, I guess. I was also younger because that's how time works. I just I didn't do a good job. Also because I was learning, and that's okay. It was not a bad thing, obviously, because I needed to experience what it looks like when you don't do it correctly and how to fix those problems, which is really great in the end. But there were some times where I had done them and was like, and had done a bad job and was like, I think this looks amazing, and it didn't actually look very good. And so then I was just like, oh my goodness, this is just so incredible. I did such a good job, and like I'd cast off too tightly, I had picked up stitches incorrectly, it was super puckered, and I like just left it. And so then obviously when I had finished object pictures, I could see that it was not what I was going for, and then I was very sad and didn't know how to fix it, and also didn't really feel like fixing it. So again, early on in my knitting days, it's fine. Everyone learns one way or the other. Everyone has their own unique way of learning that is true to them. I heard from someone who came into the yarn shop the other day that there are either 7 or 11. I don't know why those two numbers stick out in my mind, but there's either 7 or 11 different ways of learning, and I didn't know that, which I think is very interesting. Because obviously you have audio and visual and tactile, and I thought there was one other one, but I did not realize that there were 7 or 11 of them. I don't know why it's those two numbers. So over time, I have gotten better. I have learned how to rip things out and just get over the fact of ripping things out and like trying again, and it's all okay because it's just yarn. And any learning experience is a good experience. Like I said before, there's so much more that I do not know in the knitting and crafting and crocheting, goodness gracious world. Like, I know literally nothing about crocheting. And so, long, rambly story of random things. Doing necklines like these always makes me a little anxious. I guess, because I'm like definitely second guessing myself, and it's like I know what things look like if they don't turn out well, and I really don't want to have to rip this out, but I will if I have to, but I'd rather not, and I'm just hoping that this works. And thankfully this did. I am just so happy with how this turned out. I have tried this on. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen the picture that I posted of me wearing it. I finished, or I had almost completed the sleeve. I was checking to see how long I needed to make the sleeve, and I went and tried it on, and oh, like, people, I cannot even. This is the cutest sweater, and you need one, and we all need one. I may need more. It just fits so well, and I just love the stripes. I'm so happy with how these colors turned out. Again, this bottom is constantly folding, and that is just the story of this project. I'm not sure how I'm gonna block it. I have had different thoughts about this, and we will figure it out once that time comes. Hopefully it will be done and blocked before next week, because I just have this one sleeve and stitches are still falling off my needle. That is the downside of 9-inch circular needles for sleeves. So, yes, Sunday Funday Sweater by Jill of Knitterella. And I'm not sure when exactly this pattern is officially coming out, but just keep your eyes peeled on my Instagram, or you should definitely go follow Jill and her Instagram. So my yarns, it's a DK weight sweater, I forgot to mention. This is a Barocco of some sort. This is Malabrigo right here, the Coffee Toffee colorway. I love it so much. And then this is Eden Cottage Yarns. And then my main color is actually Lion Brand, which I really love, and I have really enjoyed knitting with this new to me yarn. It is the Feels Like or Just Like Alpaca, and it is all acrylic and nylon, and a great price point, which we cannot go wrong with that. It is very drapey, very squishy, very shiny. It's got a nice halo to it. I don't know if you can see. It's very pretty. I have loved knitting with this, and yeah, I just have one sleeve left, and I'm just plugging along. So, I am so excited to be able to wear this coming fall when it gets cooler, and also when I go visit my parents, and like, it is the perfect shape for me. Like, this is the shape that I prefer to wear. That's not true. There are lots of different shapes that I prefer to wear. But I really, like, if I'm gonna wear an oversized V-neck sweater, it would be this type of oversized V-neck sweater. And I am just so excited to have been able to knit this and be able to test this. And I'm getting an unknown caller, because we do live a good spam call in the middle of podcast recording. It's been so bad. But it's important to knit what makes you happy. So it's not like, the goal is not to stress yourself out and make things that you don't want to make to fill your wardrobe with all handmade items, unless that does bring you joy, in which case more power to you. The goal is to just create things that you love and create things that make you joy, or bring you joy, make you joyful. There we go. And this is one of them, and I'm very glad to have been able to test knit this. I am so happy with how this has turned out, and I cannot wait to be able to wear it and to be able to take pictures of it, and for you guys to be able to knit and wear it and love it as well, because it is just such a good pattern, and it's very well written, very straightforward. Nothing complicated. Do not be afraid of the V-neck. I know some people look at that V-neck and be like, I don't there's extra steps to that, and I really just, it looks scary, and there's extra shaping, and there's a lot, and it's really not. It is very straightforward, and Jill has wonderfully written instructions, so keep your eyes peeled for the Sunday Funday sweater by Knitterella, hopefully coming to you soon. So those are that, because it is singular, not plural. That was the only thing that I have worked on this week that I can show you. So the next projects that I will be discussing have not been worked on, but they will be worked on as soon as I get this big secret thing done, which fingers crossed, in a dream scenario, I would be able to get it done before this coming Friday, which I don't think will happen, but you never know. Stranger things have happened. Because, my dear friends, if you are new to the podcast, if you have not seen recent weeks, you may not know that I am, and so many others are so excited for the upcoming Olympics. And they are starting this coming Friday on the 23rd, and they will run till August 8th. And it is just so much fun. I have very fond memories of watching the Olympics growing up, and we are continuing this tradition in our family between Sam and I and the cat. Fun fact, when Sam and I were dating, that was the reason, or one of the reasons why he learned how to knit, was because the Olympics were on. I was like, we will be knitting together. I will teach you how to knit. You will have a project to work on. You can work on it with me. And he was like, I will do that with you. And I was like, you are the one I am meant to be with. He was such a good sport about it and very kind. We had so much fun. And he knit a scarf, and we still have that scarf, and he has worn it on occasion. So I associate the Olympics with just fun watching things on TV and also crafting, and I know so many others do. And in addition to that, Pearly Girls is hosting the Summer Games, which is super exciting, and the timeline will be the same. They are hosting a live streaming watch party at 5:30 in the morning on Friday, July 23rd, this upcoming Friday. I did say in the morning, so if you're into early mornings and want to go watch the opening ceremonies as they're being aired live over in Tokyo, would highly recommend you going and checking that out. It will be a party. There will be donuts. But there's a way that you can participate if you are not local. You can cast on anytime on July 23rd, and then work on something. If you take a picture and post that on July 23rd, and you either tag Pearly Girls or use the hashtag that I will include here, in editing, I will include that. And then you work on that project, and if you get it finished before or on the 8th of August, you post your finished object picture, also tagging us and also including the hashtag. And then there will be an entry to win a prize or prizes, or I think it's just a prize. There's a fly buzzing around and it is very distracting. But yes, if you are local and if you're coming into the shop, obviously you cast on with everyone there or throughout Friday. There are cards for you to fill out if you want to fill one out, and you can proclaim what your project is and proclaim what your challenge is, just as long as it's challenging to you. That's all that really matters. And then you have your start date and your end date. So, and then same thing, if you bring it in and you show us your finished object or show us a picture or something like that, then you will also be entered to win a prize. So this is very exciting. What are my goals? I usually have goals. So I think I talked about this last week, but for my own crafting mental health here. I am not casting on anything new. I am not starting anything new, which kind of makes me sad, but also I'm very excited about about what my plans are. Yes. I'm excited for my plans in regards to my crafting things for the Olympics and the Summer Games. And my plan is to finish as much as possible. And the main thing, really, unfortunately, it's not like projects that I have going, although there is one. That sounds like I don't have other things going on that are not mine. They're all mine in theory. But like personal projects, I guess, that are not testing related, those will be not the priority. The priority will be the many test knits that I have going on right now and need to be finished and need to be started and need to be finished. So very excited. I think I am almost positive. I'm about 90% positive, which is still pretty positive. It's not 100%, but it's about 90%. That once I get this big thing done, this big secret thing done, I will just fly through everything else. And I'm excited for it. So, fingers crossed. It should happen. Sunday Funday will be done before then because I have 2 days of work before Friday, and that's gonna be a top priority, just to finish that one sleeve and then get started on other things. Last week I had hoped to have a colorwork sweater cast on because I would have finished my Sunday Funday sweater. Obviously that didn't happen, and that's okay because, again, life happens. It is normal. These are not tight deadlines. It's okay. So yes, just steady plowing forward. If I wanted to be really detailed about it, I could try and plan things out. I could try and like schedule out when I wanted to have a certain sweater done by. Also, did I mention that they're all sweaters? And like, it's a lot. Like, I mean, I haven't really thought about it, but like stopping and making myself think about the fact that I am knitting so many sweaters right now, it seems very overwhelming, but I know in theory it's not that bad. I know it could be much worse. The deadlines could be much tighter, and they're not, for which I am very grateful. So because of that, I do have 2 shawls that I have thrown in to work on for myself if I do happen to finish and complete my challenge, or one of my challenges for the Summer Games. And my personal goal, because I have never done this, is to do 2 sleeves at a time. And I have only pulled this out, my woolen honey sweater, because this is all that is left, is the 2 sleeves. So if we can accomplish both sleeves at the same time and save me so much time, even though the second sleeve does go faster, you're cutting out an entire sleeve's worth of knitting time, which, if you have so many sweaters that need to be completed, you take any shortcuts you can. Which is mainly why I'm learning this, and I'm very excited. It's been a while since I've learned a technique like this, I feel like, and I am greatly looking forward to it. So, indeed, yes. So we will see. I have done no preparation for learning how to do 2 sleeves at a time. I have a feeling this will probably do it at home type thing. I'm also unsure how it's, like, I know it'll be fine because it's literally, like, if you learn the technique, you can do anything on it. But I'm like, it's garter stitch. It's therefore different than just knitting around and around in the round. And it just being stockinette stitch. But because it is garter stitch, I do, in my mind, I am thinking that's much different, but I know it's really not. It's just... it's fine. It's fine. So if you're unfamiliar with knitting 2 sleeves at a time, I believe it to be that you have the front half of both sleeves on one needle and the back half of both sleeves on one needle, and so you have 2 balls of yarn attached and you just knit around and around, and so therefore all your decreases happen at the same time. You don't have to measure. You don't have to go back and count your rows. It's just, you're doing it at the same time. So therefore it's already taken care of and it's just perfect and you don't have to worry about it. So I don't know if this is going to be my first attempt at doing that, but this is one of my personal non-test knit projects that I hope to complete during the Olympics and the Pearly Girls Summer Games. Next up that I hope to continue working on and eventually finish is this test knit for Tiff Nealand of Tiff Nealand Designs, and she has had so much problems with her broken shoulder or whatever she broke. It is such a sad situation, and I hope she feels better soon. But I am testing this sweater for her, which is the Wild Poppy sweater. I don't think this is any farther than it was last time I showed it to you, but I'm still going to show it because this is what we're going to be working on for the next 2 weeks. So we're excited. So this is Isiar in the alpaca base, I believe. I do have a ball band. Alpaca 2, which is a new to me yarn. I have been very aware of this yarn for a very long time and have never had the opportunity to knit with it until now, and I love it. It is so good. And then I am also knitting, this is Suburban Stitcher, I believe. I am blanking on the colorway. I know I remembered it at some point between now and last time I recorded. I have since forgot, but this is my contrast color, and I love maroon. I love a good pastel pink, and together they are just stunning, and so I'm so excited about this. Top down yoked colorwork and lace sweater, straightforward. I think once I get to the sleeves or dividing for the sleeves, it is just smooth sailing, and there is some colorwork and lace around the cuffs as well. So, and maybe around the bottom of the sweater before the hem. On the body, I could be wrong, but I believe that is the case. Anyway, I am so excited about this, and this is another scam likely. Thank you so much. Goodbye. So this is gonna be, I think in order of like deadlines, this will come next. And then I need to cast this on, and so this will be the Wild Joy pullover, which is for Samantha of Samantha Gurin Designs. I have test knit for her before. She designed my Basque shawl that I just finished, which is very exciting. This is a colorwork yoked sweater. We all love a good yoke colorwork. It is so amazing. I keep seeing people's progress pictures. She's posting people's pictures that have already started. But the deadline is very far out, so it's totally rad, you know, it's very far out. I'm so funny. So I've decided to go with the gray. I love the gray so much. I feel like it's very classic looking when it comes to color work, and I love these colors together with the light gray. I don't remember what this is. I don't remember what this is. This is Brooklyn Tweed that will be held double. I just used it for my Drift Lines cowl, testing it for So Very Shannon Cook. Love it. And then this is Impeccable Something. And we have all this coming off, so we will rewind it very quickly. I do have the ball band. It must have fallen out. So I usually tuck it around the outside. Loops and Threads. It's that yarn. And I have gotten one sweater out of this ball already, and I foresee myself potentially getting 3 sweaters out of this ball. If I play my cards right. I just can't even. And I am doing a similar thing. I am for my last and final test knit, potentially for this year. Not for forever, but for this year, because people, I am very, very overwhelmed in the best way possible. This is nothing against any of the people that I am testing for or anything like that. It is all on me, and I am calling it for this year after my last one is done, which is due in September. So hopefully once September comes and I have no more test knits lined up, unless it's something small, I'm not doing anything else. And I say that, I know I say that, and I am always like, but what if something comes up and then you like have to explain to everyone that you couldn't say no, and then everyone is like, well, you said you were done. I don't know. I don't know what my future holds. Who knows? The plan is, as of right now, as of Monday, July 19th, the plan is to call it for the year after my last one is done. That being said, I'm so excited. Like, these sweaters that I am making are like things I would buy. They're things that I would eventually make when the pattern would come out. So like, I've done good of like picking tests that I really like legitimately want and need to add into my wardrobe, which I'm very excited and very honored to have been included in all these test knits, and I think it's just really wonderful to work with so many people. This last one, I do not have my yarn yet, but I am going to be test knitting the Jensen cardigan for Rachel of September Knits. I have test knit for Rachel so many times before, and in fact I actually test knit the Jensen pullover back in 2019, I think, and I just, such a good sweater, such a good pullover. It is just so good. Rachel is one of the sweetest people in the world, and I say that about a lot of people, and I do mean it, but Rachel is so wonderful. She's so kind and writes such good patterns. So I'm very excited to have some yarn coming. I'm trying another new to me yarn. We're still going the very inexpensive, good price point yarn because budgets are a thing. Yarn budgets are a thing. It's all okay. We love a good, I don't know, big box yarn. We just love it. It's great. No shame. The wear is great. Like, my Weekender is made out of Lion Brand, and I love it so much. My Sunday Funday is made out of Lion Brand. I have a sweater. I will have multiple sweaters knit out of this because it is just massive. And again, I love it. It will last for so long. So I have ideas of like fun things to do. I need to check with Rachel first before I make any decisions, but I've gotten, I got a really good deal on the yarn that I got. It's coming from Hobby, Hobbii. Yeah, Hobby, yes. There are 2 I's at the end. I'm for sure using the like mega ball. I have no idea. I don't even know, like, and honestly, I don't remember what color I got. Even though I didn't order it that too far long ago. Do I want to, oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, mega ball. It's 400 grams. It is 400 grams. It is a very light worsted or a DK weight. And I got the powder blush colorway. And I'm so excited. And everybody, so I have 400 grams. 400 grams. Or 14.11 ounces of this yarn for only $13.80. What? And there was I found a coupon thanks to the like Chrome extension that I have, and it was even less. And I'm probably gonna get 2 sweaters out of this ball of yarn. And I am so excited. Everybody, and then they threw in some free shawl pins. I am very impressed with Hobby for sure. I have not gotten a ton from them, but I have gotten, I feel like it's quite a bit, not a ton, but several orders. And I am just very impressed with the stuff that they have. It's very high quality yarn. The color selection is really good. Sometimes depending on what you want, you do have to hit it at the right time. They're always having sales. Again, good price point. It ships pretty quickly. They always like throw in a free little gift for you. Like I got a pack of jumbo tapestry needles my last order, and they're just so good. They were free, and I was like, what? So nice. And I think that's just things that they do for, I don't know what the requirement is if there is one for the orders, but I have not had a bad experience with Hobby. So if you are looking to try a new to you yarn company that has good, more affordable yarn brands, and you're wanting to try like a bunch of mohair, because they've got some great mohair that's out there called Diablo, and the price point again is just so good. And I knit my Felix sweater that has Noro, and I held it with Diablo, and it's just so good. So good. Go check out their website. They've just got a bunch of fun stuff to look at, and so I'm very excited for this package to show up. I'm not sure when exactly it is, but as soon as it does, and I cast off and cast on some of this other stuff, then it'll get started. And also, you don't have to wind up skeins. Everybody, like, this is just so good because it's already gonna be in a big old ball like this. It will roll around everywhere, but that's okay because it's fine. It is what it is. So I'm so excited about this upcoming adventure, this new yarn adventure, new to me yarn. And I'm excited to share my thoughts and opinions with you as well. So looking forward to test knitting this Jensen cardigan. Rachel was posting pictures of this for a while, and it was just like, I am setting it on my calendar. I'm setting an alarm. When this tester call comes out, I have to make this sweater. It's a cardigan. It is just so cute. I can't wait to pick out buttons. And like this color, I am so excited. It's not neutral. I wanted to go with the neutral, and then I realized, you know what? First of all, how many cardigans do you have that you've made? Not a ton, but the few cardigans that you have made, they're all relatively neutral. So let's just pick a color that's kind of a neutral, can be a neutral, and matches all those like really cute outfit pictures that you've pinned on Pinterest. Because we all have those boards. They're pinned somewhere, whether it be Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest, I don't even know. But we all have those boards of like, I love this outfit and I really just would love to be this person that looks in this outfit because it is so cute. So I am going to accomplish that by knitting a powder blush cardigan, and I'm so excited. I'm thinking wooden buttons, but we'll see when the yarn gets here. We will see. I'm so excited. Anyway, to wrap this up, I'm going to talk very briefly about this. My other two projects that I may work on, depending on how things go, oh, this, goodness gracious, this was a mess. This is my hot oatmeal shawl. To break up the sweater monotony, I may work on this because I do like this. This is Forest Fiber Arts in the Amethyst Storm colorway. I did remember that. I didn't remember that last time. So I may work on that just for funsies because, again, we're working on whips. And then I also want to hopefully try and make a dent in my lumpy space shawl, which is... Oh, good. I thought stitches were falling off and I was about to freak out a little bit. Which is Stephen West. We love a good Stephen West. Oh my goodness, his new shawl, everyone. Oof. I want to make that so bad. The quadrangles. Oh, like, that is so, so stunning. I want to make it so badly, but there's so much to do. So much to do. Lumpy space, hopefully to work on this as well, just to continue to make progress. I am very close to finishing that. I only have maybe like one set of repeats left and then the bind off. And like if I could finish 2 of my personal projects, and if we're going really, really out there, finish the secret one, finish 2 of the sweaters, Wild Poppy, Wild Joy, Secret, Wild Poppy, Wild Joy, finish Wool and Honey, finish Lumpy Space. Like, what? I could just make that my goal and like not be too down about it if I don't make it. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Anyway, by next time when I talk to you, we will have already started all this. All this will have started, and we will be enjoying watching the Women's Olympics, women's gymnastics, I should say. It is in the Olympics, we are watching that. But specifically the women's gymnastics and the men's gymnastics, all gymnastics. We are just so excited. I am so excited. And we're going to try and watch the weightlifting, because that is what Sam is into. And other things as well. I am very excited. Did I mention I'm excited? I hope to accomplish a lot. And you know what? If I don't, that's also okay. It's fine. Because life happens. But that is all that I have for this week. And I appreciate you hanging out with me, even though I didn't really have a whole lot to actually show you in regards to progress. But we have plans. We have plans. We're moving forward. Good things are happening. Secret things are happening. There's yarn coming. It's just a lot of stuff going on, but it's all good. It's all good. I have all the show notes, all the social medias, all the yarn store information. That will be all the places. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for being you. I hope you had a wonderful weekend and you continue to have a wonderful week. If you have crafty plans, I hope that they are successful. Are you planning or participating in any sort of Olympic knit along things? The fly is still in my face. Summer games things. Are you participating with Pearly Girls? Please let me know, because you should definitely join us. Or join everybody on Friday. this coming Friday for donuts if you want. So let me know if you have goals, because we've gone over my goals. Who knows what will happen. We will, fingers crossed, things go well. Yeah, I think that's all that I really have. I don't think I have anything else to say. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being wonderful. You are enough. Happy crafting. Enjoy whatever weather you may be having. I know there are storms coming again this evening, and I'm so excited because it's hot. It is very hot. We are dreaming of the cooler weather so we can wear all the hand knits. It's coming. It's coming. Slowly but surely it is coming, because that is how time works. You know. Good old time just keeps moving forward. Anyway, that is all that I have for you guys this week. And with that, I will see you guys next week.